is good? Saturday morning, you're here with Billis 5K. Sorry, I have water in my beard and my stash. Good morning. Let's jump right into it. Got an update. First update on hot news. First update on a story we already did. Update. DJ ruins wedding by debuting his own music, okay? He's a bad fella. Did not find the song, did not find the DJ, but what I did find was a Reddit thread of people that were at the wedding. People are begging, pleading, can you please give us the best possible description of this song? Were there any especially notable, terrible lyrics? One wedding goer says something like, marriage is the fucking worst. Music sounded like a dying wail of boredom. A whale dying of boredom. Oh my God. He also made sure to dedicate it to the bride and groom about his song about failed relationship and how marriage was the worst. It was so awkward. Yeah, that's a good Back to the Future quote. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. Your kids aren't gonna like it either. I like that twist. Marty, that was interesting music. Oh my God, so good. I read the comment out loud and a 9-year-old exclaimed, "Hello, McFly. I think I'm raising him right." That's good. Sounds like someone I know who just transitioned into being a wedding DJ. Used to be a rapper, now he makes electronic music. And he just recently dropped 2 singles and did a wedding. LOL, could it be? Probably the same guy. What's his name? Let's hear his music. What city? It might be. Please let this be the same person. Oh. Congrats on having your party DJ by Jason Mendoza. I don't know who that is. Oh my God. That is so good. So that's an update a little bit. I'm going to keep digging on this guy. I've got a couple comments into this thread saying, hey, I'm an investigative reporter for the internet and I need to know. I need to know his whereabouts, his name, his profile, his DJ, his contact. Let's get him on hot news. Let's get an interview with this DJ and see what his thought process was and where he went wrong. He went wrong by following through. That's what happened. But I did find another video, and we're going to go to it now. And this is a video of a DJ mixing up the bridal entry where her father is going to walk her down the aisle. And let's go to that now. Clearly disgusted with their choice in DJ and the way he wanted to mix up the traditional wedding song. I can only imagine these were the types of faces of the people at this wedding that the DJ ruined the ceremony. We're going to keep diving into this. I'm going to try to get the guy on a live Zoom, Microsoft Teams, do something like that. Going to try to get him in here. Get him on the hot news. Hot news! DJs suck! All right, moving on. At least 5 mystery goats have been seen wandering loose in San Francisco. What? Mystery goats? I don't see the mystery. They're goats. If it was like mystery chupacabras, mythical, scary cryptids, then it'd be a little more interesting. These are goats. We see goats all the time. We're calling people goats now. At least 5 goats were spotted running loose in the streets of San Francisco, and the origins of the animals remain a mystery. Well, when a daddy goat and a mommy goat love each other very much, they make goat milk on each other, and goats come out of it. San Francisco's Animal Care and Control confirmed a call reported of a gray goat running in traffic Wednesday, but the animal fled after being chased by witnesses. You can't chase a goat. You can't even pet a goat sometimes. They'll run. And then if they got horns, they're going to do that whole like, bam! Bam! That's what they do if they have horns. A video posted to Reddit shows at least 4 goats running near the Rincon Hill Dog Park in the South Beach. They were hanging out with the dogs. They went to the dog park. That's a decent place for a goat to go. Area while bystanders attempted to wrangle them. The footage shows the goats elude their pursuers and flee the area. We gotta go, man. I ain't gonna lose my goatee over this, man. The goat does not appear to be one of those from the Reddit footage. What? Oh, this other woman found a goat. Genevieve Church, executive director. I wonder if she has to pay taxes. Because churches don't have to pay taxes. And then your last name's Church. You don't have to pay taxes, I don't think. That's cool. Executive director of nonprofit goat rental organization City Grazing said the animals do not belong to her group, and she believes it's unlikely they escaped from a similar grazing service. So you got a bunch of goats, but you're like a lawn service? That's pretty genius, because then you're feeding them for free, and then you're getting paid to landscape. Something to this. And her last name's Church, and she's not paying taxes. Church suggested the goats may have escaped on their way to the slaughter, which always is a heartwarming story. She said the breed of goat seen in the Reddit video is often used for meat. You gotta get that old goat meat. You gotta get that old goat meat up in your stew. I worked at a Mexican restaurant in high school, and they boiled a goat and made a big old stew out of it, and everyone got sick. Not me, because I didn't want boiled goat. I'm not stupid. Moving on. Now, there's a town, okay? There's a town here in Oklahoma, down in Garvin County. It's called Paul's Valley, the Valley of Paul. And we got a news story from there. This is going to kind of set your expectations on what you're going to see and what is hot news from Paul's Valley. Indoor pool to get some relief. An indoor swimming pool in Paul's Valley should soon be getting some relief with something as simple as a new filter. The indoor public pool in Paul's Valley is getting a new filter. Hot news! Last week, Paul's Valley City Council didn't take long to give its approval to spending more than $9,600 on a new media filter for the Boza Aquatic Center. Whoa! Now I'm thinking pool filter, $40-50. This is a full-on aquatic center. It's about 10 grand. Still, not a lot of news. Local aquatic director Robert Rennie III says the average life of this kind of filter is between 5 and 10 years. $1,000 to $2,000 a year. The filter at the Boza Pool has been in use for almost 15 years. So they haven't been filtering anything. You been to the Boza Aquatic Center in Paul's Valley? You got scabies. Another bonus is the new system water will be filtered through glass instead of sand. The approval bid was submitted by Above and Beyond Pools. So hot news in Paul's Valley. New pool filter. Changing lives. Getting rid of the scabies. Getting rid of the cockroaches. Adios, bed bugs. That's the kind of hot news coming out of Paul's Valley. So we took a little adventure down to Paul's Valley with our street hit woman, Betsy Itchykneecap. Betsy? Oh no, that's not Betsy. Betsy was the other day. Mrs. Sally Kneecap. Itchykneecap. Sally Itchykneecap What do you got going down there in Paul's Valley?
Where's my mic?
What? Where's your mic?
I'll use this mascara.
You're live. Yes, you're live.
Today's hot news brings us to Garvin County, way south in Oklahoma, to Paul's Valley, a small town slapped right along I-35 with a population dwindling to just around 6,000 residents. What do they do here? What do they want? We set to the streets to figure it out. Paul's Valley was established in 1857 when Doc Brown arrived in his interdimensional locomotive.
Do you remember the movie Back to the Future? It was recorded right here in Paul's Valley, Oklahoma. It probably isn't true, but it might be. Paul's Valley is also home to the Toy and Action Figure Museum, but it is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, so all of the toys can get some much-needed sleep. And unfortunately, we are here during the lunchtime for our friends at the Daily Democrat. Let's go see if we can find anybody at the Weekly Republican. We could be having a ball, but instead our plans are deflated. I mean, now I know why people smoke cigarettes. It gives you something to do. There's only so much candy you can have. I'm sure someone's got Wi-Fi.
Sometimes you just have to invent your own fun when nothing else can be found.
Paul's Valley, where most of the buildings are empty and open for your opportunities.
Getting creative when there's nothing else to do definitely is great for brain.
Come take a dump in Paul's Valley. You'll go to pieces for Paul's Valley.
We stopped and talked to a local resident about their experience in Paul's Valley.
Hi, excuse me. How are Moo today? Are you utterly confused at this moment? Okay. I believe you're doing bovine. Guess it's time to move along. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Here's a bird painting. There it is, not at all on time. For whom the bell tolls, we know not. Perhaps for us. It looks like there's nothing to do here.
While wandering the streets, eager for excitement, we found a series of alleyways, perfect for taking emo photo shoots. Eventually, hunger led us to follow our nose to Pumpkin's Catfish and Barbecue.
Maybe I was just hungry. Maybe it's not so bad after all. If you come to Paul's Valley, please come hungry. Pumpkins has what you need. This is Sally Sourshorts reporting live from Paul's Valley, Oklahoma.
Great live hit. Great live hit. Sally Itchykneecap, you are a wonder and a treasure. I wonder who treasures you. He's a lucky man. Moving on, more hot news from the streets of Paul's Valley, Paul and his valley. Moving on to the next story. My neighbor finds my pet chicken unsettling, but I won't get rid of it. A woman says she's found herself at odds with her neighbor, who positively loathes her beloved chicken and wants her to get rid of it. She refused to do so, much to the neighbor's annoyance. As a lifelong animal lover, she says she's absolutely in love with her pet chicken. She's in love with it. I'm in love with chicken too, but I like to put it in my tummy. The sweetest little creature who follows her around the house and the garden like a puppy. Unfortunately, her neighbor has taken a strong dislike to Lucy and has complained on several occasions that the bird makes her feel uncomfortable. I'm a scared of your chicken. Help, help, I'm a scared. According to this perturbed. According to this perturbed pet owner, the neighbor finds the mere sight of the chicken to be unsettling. Ooh, a chicken. That scared me. And furthermore, can't stand to hear the clucking noise. Cluck, 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 cluck. Nickelodeon. Although she's tried to be understanding about her neighbor's chicken aversion, keeping Lucy in a coop at night and even offering to bring her inside during the day. This wasn't enough for the neighbor? Move, bitch! Get out my neighborhood! Listen to Ludacris. Play Ludacris loud. Move, bitch. And then just loop that part. Who is now demanding she get rid of Lucy altogether. Whoo! She's tried to be understanding, but draws a line at getting rid of her pet. I don't blame her. Talking to Reddit, where she goes on by the username something, the conflicted chicken owner, she still seemed pretty unhappy. And eventually she told me she thought it was unhygienic to have a chicken in the residential area. I was taken aback. See my back? Aback. I was taken aback by this and tried to explain that Lucy was perfectly clean and well cared for. I also pointed out that several of our other neighbors have pets, including dogs, cats, which can be just as messy as a chicken. Chicken got smaller poops. Chicken eats grain. Chicken got a tiny mouth. Neighbor with the pit bull's fine. Taking big shits, biting kids. My neighbor was still insistent Lucy needed to go. I don't want to get rid of Lucy, but I also don't want to cause any problems with my neighbor. Fuck your neighbor. That's what I'm saying. She's mad over a chicken. Go take a shit on her front door and see what she does then. Wipe it on, duct tape the shit logs everywhere. I don't like that neighbor. I don't like that. I don't like a person living next to me getting in my business. Okay? We already have to live close together. Shut the fuck up. Let's be nice. Shut the fuck up or be nice. How about that? Moving on. Hot news. Hot chicken news. Hot shitty neighbor news. Woo! Moving on to the next story. Oh, Dallas journalist fired for calling the mayor bruh on Twitter. Holy shit. A Dallas journalist said her use of the word bruh to address the mayor has left her without a job. Megan Mangrum said she was sacked as Dallas Morning News education reporter after she responded on February 11th tweet from Mayor Eric Johnson claiming local media had no interest in reporting a drop in violent crime. Our local media have no interest. This is the mayor's tweet. Our local media have no interest in reporting on this data, which is why you haven't heard about it. But you better believe if Dallas was leading the nation in violent crime increases, you'd be hearing about it daily. It's sad, really, kiddos. Kudos to Dallas PD and our residents. National news is always going to chase the trend. I hate the fucking Huffington Post. Why is it loading? The national news is always going to chase the trend. Cultivated relationships and quality local news partnerships, Mangrum wrote in her tweet response. Standing up for my colleagues and the work that we do when I know we're doing good. The ads on this news site really piss me off. They're covering up the fucking story. Dictionary.com notes the slang word ties to Black English and that it's spread as an interjection variously expressing surprise or dismay since at least the 2010s. Mangrum have previously used the word bruh towards all sorts of accounts, D Magazine noted. Mangrum was fired by the Dallas newspaper 3 days after the tweet for violating the paper's social media policy. According to D Magazine, she said the paper didn't specify what she violated in the policy. In an email to Huffington Post, Mangrum wrote that she is devastated to have lost her job and disappointed with management's response. She added that she thinks her ouster is one alarming incident in a broader story of the challenges facing journalists. Her dismissal came on a day that included a Dallas News Guild protest that she helped organize. The union filed a complaint on her behalf with the National Labor Relations Board, Mangrum said. Huffington Post couldn't immediately reach the newspaper or Johnson's office for a comment. So you're telling me she says bruh, as in like, and I don't like how they're clarifying it as black English. It's a word everybody's using. Maybe the origins. I don't know. Here's the thing. Bruh is an exclamation of annoyance. Bruh. It is not anything threatening or upsetting. It is, dude, what are you talking about? If she wrote, dude, what are you talking about? Would she still have her job? Because that's a lot more tweets. That's a lot more characters and you're taking up your tweet. And you only get, was it 144? Or do they extend it? I don't know. I don't do Twitter. Bruh. Fuck this mayor. Getting this lady fired for saying bruh is like, I don't know, getting somebody's license suspended for riding a bicycle. Okay? I think that fits. I like that. I'm going to go with it. Hot news! Hot news! Moving on to our final story. Now, this comes from Fox News. Take it easy. Whoa. Take it easy. There's 50 bizarre laws that have existed and still exist in America. By state. Let's go down the list. In Alabama, don't dress as a member of the clergy. Unless you are one. No fake clergies out there. You can't be handing out little Triscuits and wine in a robe unless you're in your own home or you're in the clergy. Don't do it. Alaska, do not operate motorcycles or loud power tools at night. Isn't there a season when Alaska is dark all the time? You tell me 3 months I can't ride a bicycle? I can't ride a motorcycle? I can't use power tools? In the 3 months that it's dark? Shut up, Alaska. Shut up. Arizona, better not interfere with a claw machine or a crane game. Apparently it's a law. There's somebody got it passed because they were losing money in their claw game. Arkansas, forget about a beeping horn. Forget about beeping a horn after 9 p.m. at a sandwich shop. That's specific as fuck. Don't you be honking your horn near sandwiches. Arkansas says. Sounds like an Arkansas law. Sounds like a law made up with someone with a collective 7 teeth in their mouth. 3 are fake. California, you can't eat frogs that have died in frog jumping competitions. Okay? These are not edible frogs. These are athletes, and we're putting them to rest with a ceremony. Much like any kind of American. Ceremony, maybe a cremation. That's as far as we're going. You don't eat athletic frogs in California. Colorado. You may not use upholstered furniture outside. I don't care what kind of shit. Okay? You're going to get mildewed. You're going to get mildewed up. It's actually just reasonable. I don't know why it would be a law, though. I mean, you go to Oklahoma, there's couches on the front porches of everywhere. Shit, we got an old TV on the front porch. I'm trying to see if the Foot Clan will steal it, like in the beginning of the first Ninja Turtles movie. Ah! That lady turned, and then they snatched up that whole ass TV. That's wild. Connecticut, don't sell silly string to a minor. Don't. Because you can, that shit catches on fire. You know what else catches on fire? Gasoline. You can buy that at any age. So I don't like that. Delaware. You can't whisper or use profane language in a place of worship. I get you can't curse. You can't whisper? Does that mean you can talk normally? Like everything's going on and you can just turn and be like, let's get lunch after this. I didn't whisper. And I didn't swear. So fuck you. Oh, wow. Florida, please don't feed the alligators. That's very good. I like that law. So far, 1 out of however many. Let's see how many good ones we come up with. That's 1. Don't feed the alligators, okay? They're going to come looking for more food. Don't feed them anything. Raw chicken, cooked chicken, burger, pizza, rind, anything. Don't feed the alligators. They're on the highways enough. Georgia, you can't have chickens crossing the road. I need to unpack that one a minute. You can't have chickens crossing the road. Who can't? Is it illegal for the chicken to cross the road? Or is it illegal for the owner to encourage the chicken to cross the road? All they want to do is get to the other side. I don't understand that one. So far, one good law. Hawaii, you can't post a billboard except in special cases. Okay. The Aloha State forbids outdoor advertising unless under special circumstances. I like that. Let's not have just anybody with money be able to put a big old highway sign up. Mr. Beast. Okay? Covered North Carolina in vote for PewDiePie. Or not vote for PewDiePie. Subscribe to PewDiePie. And it didn't work. Okay? T-Series took down PewDiePie. Another hot news. PewDiePie and Marty are having a baby. That's cute. Idaho. You can't carry a red or white cane unless you are fully or partially blind. No white canes. What if you got a white suit on, white top hat, dapper as fuck? Out there like, they ain't got a fucking chance. Doing that spin thing where you keep the handle in your hand like this. You can't do Dumb and Dumber if you're wearing a red suit or a white suit. Idaho, you need to grow up. Illinois, you cannot dye a baby chick. D-Y-E. You cannot dye a baby chick. Fair. Don't dye any animals. Let's keep the ink out of this. As Mitch Hedberg said. Can we keep the paper and ink out of this? I just wanted a donut. Indiana, don't even think about catching a fish with your bare hands. You can't noodle. You can't noodle in Indiana. Ooh. I know some local Oklahomans that would have a problem with that. I'll never get out there and noodle now. You catch it with your bare hands, but a bear can? What if I have bare hands? They're not bare. They're bare. What if I wear a glove? What if I wear a glove? What if I wear those mini hands on the tips of my finger? And I have, it's many hands. Many, 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 many hands wish death upon me. No, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. So when my heart turns cold, have mercy on many hands. Many, 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 many hands. All right, moving on. Shout out 50 Cent. Iowa, don't pass off fake butter as real butter. We know what you're doing, margarine. We know what you're doing. And we're not falling for it. You cannot say, I can't believe it's not butter. And then butter is the biggest word on the tub. Man, I might like that one, actually. Just tell me if it's fake butter. Because I'll probably buy it. It's probably way cheaper. The sticks of margarine, man, you get those, you get 4 for $1. I don't know if it's probably really bad for you, but you know what? It makes shit not stick to the skillet. I'm going to say 2. 2. We got Florida and Iowa so far. Kansas, don't use playgrounds if you're over age 14. Eat shit. Okay? Here's the thing. I like to play with my kids at the playground when we go. I want to get my big ass up in that pirate ship. Hell yeah. You got the thing, you can move around, look at the whole playground. You can slide down the slide, the tubey slide, the swirly one. Got a little, scavenger hunts, puzzles on the side. Eat shit. I'm playing on it. Those are state funded toys. Okay? I'm not not going to use them because you said I'm too old. Hell no. I got a pair of Heelys, you sack of shit. Kentucky, do not use reptiles in religious services. Okay, so that's kind of like, I forget what religion it is. It's a version of Christianity, but they have the snakes. They poke at you with the snakes. They rub a snake on you, let it bite you. Or usually if it bites you, it's not good. But, snakes. Don't use any reptiles in religious services. There's probably a lot of people getting hurt. That's a good law. We're going 3. We're going 3 laws right there. Louisiana, you may not have reptiles at or near Mardi Gras. Same thing. Don't wear your boa constrictor to a titty parade. That's just facts. You already got beads. You get enough beads, it'll feel like a snake on your neck. We'll just whop them out, lady. Quit bringing your big dumbass snake everywhere. Maine, you can't gamble at the airport. I like that. You don't want to get on a flight with you just lost everything. That's makes somebody desperate in midair. Hey, is this the exit door? Okay. I just wanted to know. Oh, I lost everything at the airport. And they lost my bag. Maryland, forget about stench bombs. All the little things we used to bust in the school hallway, the ones that smell like straight ass egg farts. Woo! Yeah. There's a law against them in Maryland. Okay. Somebody had too many. Somebody got an Amazon package of like 50,000 in a deal and just broke them all around town. And then when they found out what they were, law. Massachusetts, be careful how you play the national anthem. Interesting. Whoever sings or plays the Star Spangled Banner on an instrument in any public space other than as a whole or separate composition number will be fined. Whoa. Will be fined $100. So, I mean, really, you can do that. You can break that law. Michigan, there is no more drunkenness allowed on trains. Sometimes you gotta get drunk to get a train going. Yeah, you can't get drunk on a train. Why? Like unruly passengers? You're serving it in the sky. I guess because you got a little more like free roamability. And you can kind of roam around and just be drunk. Like, I'm going to go talk to the fucking train pilot. Woo! Yeah, okay. I'm not saying that one, though. I'm saying 3. We got 3 still. Minnesota, you can't be charged with drunkenness. What? 4. I'm on board with that. Minnesota, it is noted in section 340A 902 that no person may be charged with or convicted of an offense of drunkenness or public drunkenness. You can't get public drunk. But you can't drive. Don't be DUIing. But if you're hammered, shit-faced, and you're walking, hell yeah. I like that. Because there's no other bullshit thing than a PI. Because if you're near a car and you're drunk in most states, public intox, PI, bring you in. Lot less than a DUI, but still horseshit. Mississippi, don't use profanity. Fuck! Can be fined up to $100. Like, just in public or around people, or... That one's got to go away. That one has to go away. Missouri, you can't sell cars on Sundays. That's Oklahoma too. And I like that because when I worked in the car business, that means I had Sunday off. I worked every other day. Hated it. Montana, you can't drive animals on a railroad track. Sure, you're going to hurt their feet. Nebraska, you cannot marry if you have an STD. That's interesting. That is interesting. I feel like if you have test results, signed, what is it called? Notary signed documentation with your partner. And what if they have the same STD that's not from you? What if you both got the herp and you want to get married? Do they cancel each other out? Are there levels? Are there tiers like poker hands? Like, is it like a royal flush is like AIDS? And then it slowly goes down to like herp, hep C, herp, gape, and you get down to like HPAP, human papilloma virus, HPV. I don't know, man. I don't like that one. Nevada, steer clear of the Powerball. What? Section 24 of the Constitution says the state of Nevada says no lottery may be authorized, nor may lottery tickets be sold. In the fucking capital state, in the state casino capital, there's no fucking Powerball? That's weird. New Hampshire, beware of the collection of seaweed. You can't collect seaweed. I don't know why you would, unless you really like it, to eat it, and dry it out and eat it. I don't. It's gross. America. New Jersey, can't sell a car on Sunday. We know that. Let's keep that law. We're at 5 now. New Mexico, you can't dance while wearing a sombrero. Now they're just being mean. That's all you want to do when you put a sombrero on is dance or hold a bunch of chips. Man, that is... Why? Do you think it's too big? You're like going to pump into shit? God, fuck that law a bunch. New York, be aware that wearing a face mask in groups was once banned. Well, we all know that changed. North Carolina, you cannot steal waste kitchen grease. This is an interesting point because a lot of people do get that grease from those outside the restaurant little trap thingies. Some people's, you can run a car on vegetable oil. If you have a diesel and they convert it to a diesel engine, they put some kind of weird filter on it, and you can run on old fried food oil. Apparently it was a problem in North Carolina, stealing that grease. North Dakota, watch your poker playing. Let's see. Says licensed organizations can conduct a maximum of 2 for-profit poker events in a fiscal year. But it can last up to 72 hours each event. Okay, so sounds like you can play poker. I don't understand that law. Ohio, arrests cannot be made on Sundays or 4th of July. Wow! The Purge! The Purge is on 4th of July in Ohio. And Sundays, every Sunday. Purge Sunday, Ohio. Wow. So you can be detained. And then on Monday, you can be arrested. I bet that's how it goes. Here we are, Oklahoma. Oh, yeah. Tattoos were banned until 2006. Yeah, we looked this up the other day. Me and my boy JJ. Yeah, we banned tattooing in 1963 and lifted the ban in 2006. We had to drive to Dallas for our shitty tattoos, and they were not good, and they were expensive. I'm talking like $150. A guy I know had about a 2-inch by 1-inch OSU logo on his arm. $150, $200, whack. And then when tattoos did get in, here in 2006, my first tattoo was $216. I remember that because it was $200, and then they put tax on it. $8, $100 is $216, and it is not. It's my last name, Owings, but guess what? It just looks like a stencil. There's nothing $216 worth of it. Tattoo artist named Flash. Oregon, you can't leave your car door open. It looks like someone on a bike is about to hit it, so that makes sense. But you gotta time that if you want to get a bicycler with your door. What? Quit tailgating me with your dumbass little bicycle. Pennsylvania, you can't fire guns or set off explosives at weddings. No shotgun weddings in Pennsylvania. They're all down there getting waterlogged. Oh, God. Rhode Island, you cannot steal poultry or receive stolen poultry. No, don't steal anything. But apparently stealing chicken and chickens is a higher than, like cash, jewelries. South Carolina, males over the age of 16 can't seduce someone under the promise of marriage. Whoa. That's a little getting in there. That's getting in there on your, your freedom of speech. Let me say what I want to say. Let me say what I want to say to get a girlfriend. Or to get a hot date. Some of them got to hear it. I'll marry you. I'll marry you. I don't like that. I don't like that one. So far we're at 5. That's a bad rule. South Dakota, you can't use fireworks to protect sunflower crops from birds. Rather specific again. Don't blow up the birds just for your pretty little flower. I guess the scarecrow doesn't work. But you blow. Yeah, that's confusing. Don't do that. I'm saying 6. That's a good law. Don't use fireworks to blow up birds that are near your flowers. Tennessee, you cannot import and possess skunk. In most cases. Good. We're at 7. Don't have skunks anyway. Or, no, I'm taking that one back. Keep the skunks. This law needs to go away. Put them all in Tennessee. Please. Fill up the fucking Elvis house with skunks. Texas, you can't solicit professional employment. What? In the Lone Star State, soliciting professional employment is an unlawful offense, according to Title 8. Offense against public administration. What? A person commits an offense if, with intent to obtain an economic benefit, the person knowingly institutes a suit or claim that the person has not been authorized to pursue, solicits employment either in person or by telephone for himself or for another. You can't ask for a job in Texas? What's the homeless rate in Texas? Is it high as fuck? Because that's a dumb law. Utah, make sure you know the beer limit. Yeah. You cannot buy more than 2 liters of beer. I'm guessing a day. In Utah. Vermont, be aware that imitation butter once had to be pink. Ew. I don't want to mistake my butter for my delicious strawberry cream cheese from my bagel. That's crazy. Ew. Who puts that much butter on that shit? There's a bagel with a bunch of strawberry cream cheese. Yeah. Virginia, you can't hunt near a place of worship on Sunday. That's fair. I'm going to say 6. We got 6 good laws here. Maybe, was it 6 or 7? I don't remember. Don't hunt near worship on Sunday. Don't hunt near buildings ever. Go in the woods like a real man that wants to hunt down an animal. Don't look for them by buildings, you sack of turds. Washington, Don't use x-rays as shoe-fitting devices unless you're a podiatrist. What? What? Washington prohibits the use of x-ray machines for non-medical foot measuring in shoe sales or otherwise. Who goes into a shoe store and goes, yeah, I don't want to put my foot on that thing that measures it because it's metal and gross. Here's a couple of my x-rays. Can you see how big my foot is? Can you put my x-ray on that thing? And then, honestly, I can't. It's a freaking law. It's a law and I can't do it. Wow. West Virginia, you can't use ferrets as hunting animals. Why would you? What are you trying to catch? More piss? That's dumb. You must have cheeses of... What? Wisconsin, you must have cheeses of fairly pleasing flavor. Wisconsin doesn't fuck around with their cheese. You got bad cheese, you get out. You get out, you ticking there, gerbs. Gotta have good cheese in Wisconsin. Wyoming, you must have works of art for display on newly constructed public buildings. I'm gonna go 8. That is a badass law. You must have art on a new building. That's cool. None of this boring building time, okay? We want our city to look better. Good job, Wyoming. All right, that is all 50. All 50 states. We ended up with 7 good laws. This a mini. Plus 2. Not the rest of these fingers, though. I'm holding them down. All right. Hell yeah. What a day for hot news. We're going to do our last 2 little bits here. The National Day Calendar. Today is 3/11/23. Let's see what today is. Today's National 3/11 Day. National Oatmeal Nut Waffle Day. Get out there. Have a brunch. Get some nut waffles. Oatmeal nut waffles. The National Worship of Tools Day. Home Improvement. National Johnny Appleseed Day. That's a story. All right. National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day. Doing the hard work. Putting in the trochor. Sucking out the fluids. Making our bodies deader. Making us presentable to our families. Putting makeup on our dead faces. Thank you. National Promposal Day. Hey, all you preteens and teens out there watching. Promposal Day. And it's Saturday. Ride your bicycle over there. Do an iPad like this. And just play like a cute song and make like a little slideshow with it. That's it. That is it. Woo! Moving on to our last bit of the day. It is the movie pick of the day. We're going with an old classic. Boom. Mrs. Doubtfire. Original release VHS. So proud that I found this. Mrs. Doubtfire. Robin Williams. Sally Field. Drag before it was cool. An amazing, heartwarming movie. Super great. Got Pierce Brosnan in it. 007 about dies on some paprika. Spoilers, sorry. And yeah, just an amazing movie. If you've never seen this movie, take a trip down a character actor's mind, okay? Because this is an amazing movie. Robin Williams was a sweet human being. He had depression, and it'll get you. So watch out for that. Watch this movie, and enjoy the rest of your day. Hot news! Thank you so much for my live hit lady, Sally Itchykneecap. And we will see you. 'you next week for hot news. Woo!